This week's Parshas Devarim, is the first of the book of Deuteronomy. The Jews are about to enter the land of Israel, and Moshe, our leader, starts to give them rebuke, how they acted the last 40 years in the desert. And he goes over all the stories, what they did here and the mistakes they made there. For each one of them, he just mentions the place where they were, and they understood themselves what he was referring to. And I would say just teach us that when you rebuke someone, do the mistake of the Meraglim, the spies. And then he goes into great detail explaining that the Jews asked to send spies to the land of Israel. They came back, they badmouthed the land and said, we're not going there, and it was Hashem that took us out of Egypt. He shouldn't have, because it's a bad place, the land of Israel, and it's because Hashem hated us. That's why he took us out of the land of Egypt. And here's my question. First of all, he had already mentioned the mistake of the spies. Why repeat it? And more than that, didn't we say that you should just hide it in a hint instead of rubbing it in? And here, Moshe goes in great detail explaining everything what happened with the spies. The answer is because all the mistakes they made throughout the 40 years in the desert had to happen. You see, these people were great people, tremendous tzaddikim. But we wrote the Torah based on what happened then, and everything what happened are lessons for us in our daily lives. They had to happen. It was Hashem's will ultimately. However, to say that Hashem hates us, that could never happen. It goes against everything we believe in. It's the fundamentals of Judaism, what a loving religion it is, and how much Hashem loves us no matter what. And therefore, the bigger picture of the spies, the mistake of the spies, yes, that had to happen. So Moshe mentioned it in the beginning of the parsha. But the additional sin of the spies, which they said Hashem hated us, that could never have happened for a good reason. Because that goes, as I said, everything against we believe in. Let's always remember that no matter what happens, no matter what we feel, how close we are to Hashem or not, Hashem loves us endlessly. Hashem loves us no end and no strings attached, no matter how we act, whatever we do. Thank you and good job.